6'1", starting at guard, number 14, John Morant.
Hello, basketball fans. You've got it on 2K Sports as we get set to bring you exciting NBA action. This is Brian Anderson with Clark Kellogg and Grant Hill, and giving us the rundown from the sidelines, reporter Allie LaForce. Shorter rotation player. Next man up mentality, though. It does shrink their margin for error just a bit.
Compensating for the absence of a key player can be tough, but they've got to hold strong.
So a look at our starters for Orlando. Ben Simmons is out there with Nikola Jokic. Then it's Isaiah Joe. Then it's Maxey. And it's Howard in at the 3. And for San Antonio, Christian Brown out there with Washington. Then it's Bam Adebayo. Then there's Ja Morant, and it's McCain in at the 2. Well, both of these teams are known for their scoring, Clark.
For sure, and we could actually just unplug the shot clock. Come on now. There's not going to be anywhere close to a shot clock violation. This one's going to be entertaining and fun for all of us.
Jokic's shot is good.
Even when you try to lock him up, Jokic finds a way. What a nice, delicate touch from him.
Here's Morant. And he lays it up and in.
Just taking it right to the rim, and no one was there to greet him.
Well, this early, they should be showing a lot more energy on defense. It's not there.
Here's Maxey. So it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled in the act of shooting. Ja Morant picks one up. Talking about Tyrese Maxey, Grant, here's a guy who's improved every year.
Yeah, B.A. I mean, from averaging 8 as a rookie to 26 points during his breakout 4th year, Maxey has added to his game every offseason and turned himself into an elite scorer.
First free throw is good. And you watch Tyrese Maxey, Clark. He's so good at creating offense.
Yeah, he can get that thing rack to rack and downhill in a heartbeat, B.A. In the break and in the pick and roll, he puts tons of pressure on the defense because he's so quick. And he knows how to use angles, too. And he can shoot it from deep, so he's got the full package.
Both free throws good from Maxey.
That's what he does. Rock solid at the line.
Pass to Adebayo. Inside, here's Morant. And he banks in the layup. Morant's got his second basket of the night.
Morant not afraid to get in there and play big, showing his toughness in close.
Maxey finds Jokic. Now here's Joe. Here's Howard. Down to 5 on the shot clock. And off target. He starts the game 0 for 1. On offense, here is San Antonio. Oh, got a piece of it. Here's Joe. Oh, it's blocked by Washington.
Even though he's not the tallest power forward, Washington does have good bounce and a long reach. Plays bigger than he is.
Jokic in the post, working on Adebayo, and the basket by Jokic.
Really hard to move Jokic off the blocks. He's tough down there.
Pass to Brown. Back to Morant. Here's Brown. Washington, a screen on Howard. Brown passes to Washington, and stolen by Simmons. And here is Maxey. Adebayo grabs the board.
Boy, he's got to be kicking himself for failing to make that shot. That's money.
Here's McCain, covered by Joe. Back to Washington. And so he draws the foul, headed to the line to shoot a pair.
Well, it's a nice sight to see Washington attacking inside, just making the defense fouling.
San Antonio shooting their first free throws of the night. And that one falls for Washington.
A dependable stretch for Washington is also somebody who continues to look to improve every year in the league.
And so Washington nails both of them. The Magic have gone 2 for 5 here in the first. Outside Joe. Pass to Howard. Adebayo against Jokic. They get the rebound. And he gets the friendly roll as that one goes. Jokic has got 6.
Second chance points are always painful. Have to make the effort to box out.
Hey, guys standing around spectating, I mean, you got to get in there and get tough.
Now here's Morant. 17 points in his last outing. Well, Grant, everyone has the same goal right now, and that's to have a strong start to the season.
No question, B.A. And that could be tough to achieve for teams that might have a new coach. Or if you had a lot of roster changes, teams with continuity tend to have the advantage to start the season.
The free throw drops for Morant.
The boundless athleticism Morant has is really special. He's someone that is always in attack mode.
Done. He's checked in for Tyrese Maxey. And Morant drops them both. Orlando calls timeout.
Yeah, coach no doubt wants to use this timeout to review the matchups and maybe make some adjustments as well.
And I agree. I think there's going to be a new wrinkle in their game plan when they come out of this timeout.
All right, let's use this time to check out the teams with the most steals last year. 5th, Orlando.
And this is a team that takes great pride in being aggressive on the defensive end. They take good risk and know when to go after opportunities for steals.
About 3 minutes gone here in the first quarter. Pass to Jokic. Outside Joe. Dunn outside. And the 3 off target. Left side Morant. The teardrop. The shot no good. The Magic have gone 3 of 8 so far. Simmons against Washington. Nice shot by Simmons.
You know, what touch from the Australian native, Ben Simmons. I mean, he's so good at staying under control, even when facing physical contact.
Now here's Morant. He has 6. Here's McCain. And a great assist by Morant as that one goes.
And, you know, coaches will take possessions like that all day long. Phenomenal use of the screen there.
Pass to Jokic. The floater. Second shot opportunity. And a good offensive board. And he gets the bucket. Jokic has got 8 points.
Well, he's just zoned in. I mean, in most cases, taking quality shots very much within the flow of the offense.
Here's Brown, guarded by Howard. Washington outside. 6 to shoot. Here's McCain. Jokic grabs the board. The Magic have gotten 5 of 11 shots to go. Oh, there's the alley! And Slam dunk by Simmons.
Phenomenal timing that time, guys, from Simmons. I mean, leaving the ground once the pass was released and then tearing the basket almost out of the glass.
Here's McCain. Now Washington. From deep, Morant. Nikola Jokic grabs the miss. Jokic has got 4 rebounds now. Simmons, the pass to Jokic. Ooh, coming through again, shooting 5 for 7 now.
And he's 5 of 7, finding a nice rhythm offensively.
Outside Morant, driving to the basket, and then Morant with the jam!
Oh, putting on a show for the fans. Morant's skills making it look like a circus in here.
Time called here. The Magic decide to talk it over.
And last year, they were top 10 in the league in scoring. This team executed well on the offensive end.
And you look at their assist. Top 5 in the league, specifically because of how committed they were to moving the ball and making sure they got great looks. Magic leading by 4. Done with it. Still without a bucket. Simmons with a screen on Morant. Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws for him coming up. Ja Morant picks one up.
Oh, I really like how Dunn draws these fouls. He's actually excellent at getting defenders to foul him.
These are his first free throws of the game.
And guys, the numbers don't lie. I mean, he was such a reliable presence at the free throw line all throughout last season.
And he makes a first. And San Antonio making a change here. Brogdon's checked in. And he makes both free throws. Here's McCain, coming off a terrific game against Minnesota. And count the basket. He was fouled, and he's going to the line for one more. San Antonio shooting their 5th free throw of the game here. Orlando leading by 3. Now let's send it over to Allie LaForce, who was able to talk with Will Hardy.
As you might expect, he's got his hands full on how to deal with Nikola Jokic. Coach explained so much of their offense runs through him. He's always operating with the ball in his hands. We'll need to do our work early. Don't let him get comfortable when he has the ball. No doubt about it, the Joker is the cog in this offense. Brian?
All right, Allie, thanks once again. Here's Brogdon, following the bucket by the Magic. That's tipped. It's stolen by Dunn. And it's Simmons missing.
Everything right except the finish. Have to keep focused all the way through the play.
Washington passes to Adebayo. Yep, count it.
The moment Bam gets the ball close in, he's really hard to stop.
Pass to Simmons. Outside Joe. Now here's Dunn. Right side Simmons. And a big-time jam as he slams it right over Adebayo.
Really can't let Simmons get going off of these dunks. I mean, his confidence just rises when he slams it down like that.
Brogdon, the pass to Washington. Here's McCain. Five to shoot. Orlando with the rebound. Outplayed in the previous game on their schedule. They lost to the Rockets.
Defensively, they weren't up to the task. Didn't play as a cohesive unit, and it really hurt them.
And, you know, that's all about effort, and I'm sure their coach let them have it for the lack thereof.
And while Nikola Jokic has lots of years left in this league, he's already an all-time great, Grant.
You know, B.A., not many guys have won multiple MVPs and a title, but Jokic has already accomplished so much. And with his size and skill set, Jokic can be elite for a long time and add to that impressive resume.
Impressive seeing Jokic go off like this. I mean, you can tell his teammates are being energized by what he's doing.
Here's McCain, covered by Joe. Here's Brogdon, rejected by Jokic.
Jokic bringing it at the defensive end. Love seeing him get busy at that end of the floor.
And Jokic throws it down.
Just a big man playing big. No way to stop it.
Here's McCain, covered by Joe. Pass to Adebayo. Now Washington. Now Brogdon. Adebayo sets a screen. Here's McCain. Nails it from beyond the arc. McCain's got 8 points.
Pick works well there, but the defense left a lot to be desired.
Yeah, that's not the defense you need. You got to be tougher defensively.
Now here's Jokic. He's coming off a 13-point game against Houston.
You know, for all of his agility and craftiness, the slick moves, Jokic not afraid to go old school and just throw it down on you.
To the paint, McCain. Jokic grabs the board. Jokic has got 6 rebounds here tonight. Down low. Here's Simmons. The shot is good on the assist by Jokic. He's got 10.
All 5 guys are in sync. Their ball movement is flawless.
The last 5 trips they've had have ended with a great pass leading to a basket. They're really sharing the sugar.
They've controlled the paint so far. That's been the difference.
And, you know, establishing that physical dominance early gives you a big mental edge, too. Don't discount that.
Now here's Washington. He had a 15-point outing in their last game against the Timberwolves in Minnesota.
And he didn't just put up big points. He beat everyone to the boards.
Here's Simmons. The shot that time not on target. Ooh, Washington with the defensive effort.
Yeah, the half and half balls are going their way, and that's really a function of effort and intensity. You know, the ball doesn't discriminate. Whoever goes and gets it, that's who owns it.
Orlando with the ball. Following the bucket by the Spurs. That one drops for him.
I mean, some good stuff out here. 5 of their last 6 buckets have come off of nice passes.
And so Will Hardy calls for the timeout. He'll take the opportunity to regroup. And this is their first time matched up with Orlando this year.
Yes, surprised to split the season series last year. These guys have confidence in themselves against anyone they face.
And you look at how they match up. Certainly you could see them losing, but you would still expect them to come away with 2 wins.
Williams is checked in for Orlando. Wiggins comes in for Joe. We've got 1:13 left now in the first quarter. Collins finds Bay. Here he goes. And here we have last season's best free throw shooting teams. 5th on the list, San Antonio.
Now, we all know that getting to the free throw line is so vital in today's game. I mean, you get the freebies, plus you put your opponents in foul trouble.
And he can't get the first one.
Yes, solid shooter at the stripe. Bay really confident when he has freebies to shoot.
Orlando making a switch here. Martin's checked in. And he sinks the second. Magic leading by 11. Pass to Williams. Picked his pocket. 46 seconds left in the opening quarter. Brown passes to Brogdon. Here's Brown. Back to Brogdon. 6 on the shot clock. Collins a screen. From deep three-point range. Rebounded by Dunn. Now the Magic with it. 11-point game. Two-second difference between shot and game clock. Martin with a screen on Brogdon. Right wing. Here's Jokic. He hits it just before the shot clock expires. Jokic has got 20.
Boy, I like their energy coming in. Terrific execution so far.
And, you know, it's an all-out effort they've come in with. Very aggressive offense so far.
And so it's the Orlando Magic in a good situation, up by 13 points to close the quarter. Building this lead up in large part because of how well they're shooting it. We're coming right back. Don't go anywhere. And if you're just tuning in, we've got a wide margin on the scoreboard, but plenty of time left for a comeback. And a moment to check out the scoring breakdown for the Magic.
They've been really going at the defense in the painted area, and so far, the opposition really hasn't had an answer for them.
But how about their scoring in transition as well? That's been a big factor to this point. Are those high tops or track shoes these guys are wearing? My goodness.
All right, this is how the floor looks for the Magic starting the second. Williams is out there with Caleb Martin. Then it's Maxey. Then there's Nikola Jokic. And it's Wiggins in at the shooting guard. Here's Holland. Pass to Brown. On the wing, Bay. Williams defending. Bay, no good.
Probably not the shot they had in mind, but you can't fault him. He had a clean look.
And there's the foul. It'll go on Zach Collins. That's his first foul of the game.
First personal foul. First team foul.
Jokic against Collins. Outside, Williams. With the teardrop. San Antonio with a rebound.
And the shooter had very little space on that attempt.
And, guys, that's exactly the kind of high-impact defense they want to see out of him.
Yeah, flashing that athleticism, Bay really packs a punch on these dunks.
Here's Jokic, following the bucket by the Spurs. And he got the whistle on the way up, so he'll be headed to the line for a pair. Well, Grant, as you always say, in the playoffs, you need a player who can score in isolation.
That's true, B.A. And in a 7-game series, defenses disrupt your set offense. If your stars can go mano a mano and create something out of nothing, that's often the best you can get.
And the first one at the line is good.
You know, one of the things you really appreciate about Maxey is how freely he plays. He just throws himself in there, fearless about looking for ways to get involved in the play and then make an impact.
Good on both.
The quick-footed, creative Maxey, so much fun to watch. He plays with such boundless energy, and he's still got room to grow.
Here's Holland. Hasn't gotten one to fall yet. 11 feet out. Pass to Brown. Here's Moran. And the shot counts. He's fouled, and it's a chance for a three-point play.
Tyrese Maxey.
And this will be his second trip to the free throw line.
In their previous game, he simply couldn't miss from the line.
Splashed them one after another. It really was quite a display from the stripe.
Orlando making a switch here. Simmons is checked in. The free throw drops for Morant. And so it's Maxey with it. He brings it up for the Orlando Magic. And after this one, they're at home against Philadelphia. And that's the first of just 2 home games for them. From the low block, Ja Morant grabs the miss. Spurs trail by 10. Morant elevates at the rim.
And tearing them to shreds tonight. You know, when a player as versatile as Morant starts going off, look out.
Maxey passes to Williams. Back to Maxey. Williams a screen on Morant. Maxey with it, guarded by Morant. Clock at 6. 17-foot shot on the way. Maxey, that's good. Maxey's got 4 points this quarter.
Recognized that space given, and Maxey pulled up in the mid-range for the bucket.
Here's Holland. He's guarded by Martin. With some arc, and it's blocked by Martin. Quarter 2 and just under 2.5 minutes gone by.
And they were top 10 in lowest opponent scoring. They were a team that watched a lot of film, did their homework, and were able to be pretty good on the defensive end.
And as you were saying, they were great beyond the arc, stretching out opposing defenses, giving opponents headaches. And he drops the first.
0 wasted trips. They're doing their job at the line.
One way to protect the lead, knock down those free throws, and 100% free throwing for the quarter, that's superb.
Howard's checked in for Wiggins. Second free throw, no good. Spurs trail by 11. Pass to Bay. It's stolen by Howard. In transition, the Magic on the run. Moving it up. And Williams punches it home.
You know, Ben Simmons can make spectacular passes, but he doesn't need to be flashy. He's all about helping his teammates get easy baskets.
Here's McCain. Give him 8. Now here's Bay. And here's Morant. Just 5 on the clock. Over Maxey. And he tries it off the glass, but it's no good. Magic leading by 13 to the middle. And here's Simmons. Ooh, now 7 for 9 after that make.
This is where Simmons likes to shoot from. Now, we know he doesn't have great range, so the closer to the rim he is, the better.
Pass to Holland to stop the run. Good, and the setup by Morant. Holland's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3.
Pick works well there, but the defense left a lot to be desired.
Yeah, that's not the defense you need. You got to be tougher defensively.
And the Magic call time here. Washington's checked in for San Antonio. Joe's checked in for Orlando. And here in the second quarter of action, as we approach 4 minutes played, outside Simmons. Pass to Howard. Up top, Maxey. Unloads. Orlando again missing. Spurs trail by 12. Adebayo passes to Morant. Back to Adebayo. And here's Bay. The three is up. Howard grabs the miss. For Orlando, they've got 3 of 6 shots to go here in the second quarter. From outside the arc. Offensive board.
Well, Simmons racks up points by being involved in hustle plays, using his size and his great instincts to impact the game in a lot of different areas.
Bay outside. Shot clock at 6. Spurs need to get one up here. From deep, Morant. Orlando with the rebound. Outside Joe. Maxey against Morant. Outside Maxey. And there's the screen. The three is up. Hits a three-pointer. Maxey's got 7 points here in the quarter.
You got to get out on that. If you're the defender, Maxey is very capable from beyond the arc.
And let's swing it over to the sideline and hear from Allie.
We hear players proclaiming their love for the game, but former sharpshooter J.J. Redick said there's a distinction between loving the competition itself and loving the game and everything that goes into that. Guys say, I just want to play. Well, do you want to do all of the necessary things that lead up to that? Hey, Brian, 15 NBA seasons for Redick. He'd know.
He certainly would. Thanks, Allie. Washington finds Morant. Back to Washington. Howard against Bay. Pass to Washington. Throws it up high and stolen by Williams. Maxey surveys. And here's Simmons. There's a screen. Left block shot on the way. The Magic need to put one up here. Maxey. San Antonio with a rebound. Washington's got 4 rebounds in the game. Here's Bay. And he'll draw the foul. He'll head to the line for 2. With a break here, let's see which teams racked up the assists during last year's campaign. The Magic, 4th.
I tell you what, if you had to pick one stat, at least on the offensive side of the ball, that benefits your team, this is it. I mean, when you're amongst the league leaders in assists, you're doing a lot of good things. Not just making shots, but you're moving your teammates and you're moving the basketball.
And that one falls for Bay. And so Bay nails both of them.
They've scored really well this quarter. Keep it up, and they'll find themselves right back in it.
Now Maxey, coming off a 34-point game against the Rockets in Houston.
Yeah, not to mention a couple of blocks, too. Making his presence felt at both ends of the floor.
Now here's Maxey. Count it. Good. Maxey's got 9 points in the quarter.
Love the way Maxey works those angles inside. He's crafty.
Pass to Adebayo. That one doesn't drop. Some solid defense from Williams. And here are the Magic now. They're on a 14-5 run. Howard with the ball. He had a 15-point outing in their last game against Houston.
And he did his part from the line. Drew fouls and made them count.
Spurs trail by 17. On the wing, Bay. Williams defending. Back to Adebayo. Pass to McCain. Takes the 3. It's hauled in by the Magic.
And they're +5 on the boards after that rebound.
Here's Joe, pounded by Morant. Howard against Bay. And it's Simmons with the jam.
This really elevates Ben Simmons' team when he's shooting it like this. Great to see him finding a scoring rhythm.
Bay against Howard. Bay passes to Washington. Got it. Now the Magic with it. They're on a 16-7 run. Pass to Maxey. Bay against Howard. Now here's Joe, guarded closely. 4 on the clock. Simmons with a screen on Bay. Here's Howard. And again, it's Orlando converting.
The screen doesn't earn him a ton of breathing room. Turns out he doesn't need it.
Now here's Adebayo. Left side, Morant. Yes, and it's Adebayo picking up the assist. Morant's got 7 now in this quarter.
And Morant can really fill it up, especially from these in-between areas.
Back to Maxey. There's the 3. And Bay pulls it down.
And they've been able to maintain this lead despite his inconsistency from the field.
Pass to Morant. And he's going for the lob. Here's McCain. Bay outside. Adebayo with it. And stolen by Williams. Now here is Howard. Now Simmons. He's guarded by Washington. Simmons against Washington. Here's Joe. Gets the 3 to fall. Joe's gotten himself on the board with a 3 there.
Excellent at seeing the floor. Simmons brings a pass-first mentality to his game.
And so Will Hardy calls for the timeout. I think right now he must be looking at some adjustments. So both teams making some changes here. Outside Morant. Here's the teardrop. Orlando grabs the miss. Williams has got 5 rebounds tonight.
I'll tell you what, they've rebounded the ball tremendously well.
Yeah, you look across the board, it's actually sizing up, shaping up to be a great game. I mean, strong performances throughout, and they've really been strong on the glass.
The shot by Dunn, no good. Spurs trail by 20. Stolen by Wiggins. Outside Maxey. There's a minute 34 left in the second period. Jokic is doubled. Dunn outside. The 3. That falls. Nice feed from Jokic. Jokic has got his 3rd assist of the night.
Backing up that last 3 with another 3. The defense has to stop giving them so many clean looks.
And stolen by Williams. To the inside. Oh, deflected. Stolen by Collins. Brogdon feeling it out a bit. Pass to Collins. Back to Brogdon. It's stolen by Maxey. Fast break. Here we go. Jokic finds Maxey. Back to Jokic. Shoots a fadeaway. Can't get it to drop. San Antonio's gone just 1 of 5 so far this quarter from 3. Here's Morant. 24 seconds left in the first half. And he's going to the line for 2. The official saw contact while he was going up.
What determination from Morant in the paint, getting his shot off despite being fouled.
This will be his 3rd trip to the free throw line. The free throw drops for Morant. Martin, he's checked in for Orlando. And Morant drops them both. And Maxi's got the ball here for the Magic. Down low. And there's Jokic on the assist from Maxi. Jokic has got 22.
And just totally relentless, only increasing the intensity level.
Yeah, I love the fact he doesn't play the score. He just keeps coming, attack mode. He doesn't know how to step off the gas pedal.
And so it's Orlando, ending the period up by a staggering 23 points. Their defense has forced a number of key turnovers, giving them a clear advantage on possessions. More 2K action in just a moment.
He sure has come out hot, like Atlanta in late August. Big fella. Let's shift our focus now to Nikola Jokic. Outstanding tonight through 2.
Ernie, you know I have special G14 clearance to say this.
Yeah? Appreciate you joining us.
Just about ready for the second half here. A big comeback is needed for this game to be competitive, and it probably has to happen quickly. It's been a clinic out there by Nikola Jokic.
And he was a beast on the offensive glass in that first half. How can they slow him down?
And you know what, guys? I think it starts with having a body on him every time a shot goes up. I mean, they've got to do a better job boxing out.
And the Spurs shooting pretty well at 45%. We've got P.J. Washington. He's out there with Bam Adebayo. Christian Brown out there with Ja Morant. And it's McCain in a 2-guard. That's the San Antonio 5. Pass to Jokic. Simmons. It's good on the putback.
They're winning the battle down low by imposing their will.
Yeah, it's really been quite a contrast. I like the way they're attacking the middle at their offensive end.
Morant against Maxi. Shoots from the line, and that one's good. Morant's got 19 points.
Whatever the defense gives, that's what he takes. A sign of a skilled offensive player.
Pass to Jokic. And the bucket counts, and he is on his way to the line. He'll try to make it a 3-point play.
First personal foul. First team foul.
With lots of prime seasons ahead of him, Clark, Nikola Jokic already has multiple MVPs and a championship.
It is an incredible resume already, that's for sure, B.A. I think he's got a chance to get into that top 10, maybe top 5 all-time conversation. But he's special, and what a joy to watch. Never seems to be overexerting himself, but he's making impact at both ends of the floor. He's extremely special as a basketball player. Whatever this team needs from Jokic, he seems to provide it because he works so hard. Whether it's points, passing, rebounding, improved defensively, love his determination.
Here's Brown. No good from outside.
He had more than enough room to hit that, just couldn't make it happen.
Tipped. And the dunk by Jokic.
Helps his team in so many ways. Jokic is more than just a leader.
Washington outside. Back to Morant. And a foul called on the way up. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line. Nice work at the line so far. Going 5 for 5.
Shooting 2.
2 shots. Relax on the first.
And that one misses. He hits the second from the line. Third quarter of basketball. We're about a minute and a half in. Moran against Maxey. Here's Joe. From outside, off the mark. San Antonio's gone 0 for 2 from outside here in the third. Washington passes to Morant. And it's Ja Morant with the foul. That'll get him his 4th foul of the game.
That's number 4 on him. He's still got a little wiggle room, but if he picks up a 5th, that could be a problem.
The Magic have gone 3 of 5 from the field in this third quarter. Outside Joe. Back to Maxey. Good setup. Led him to the rack perfectly for the layup. Maxey's got 13.
And now almost all their points coming from the paint.
Here's McCain. And the layup is good.
No need to risk a shot from range when you can take it inside.
Just under 2.5 minutes into this third quarter now. Pass to Jokic. Over Adebayo. That's short off the rim.
You got to move past that one. I mean, they'd want him to take that again.
Well, you know, I hear you. That's a good look, but when you're that wide open, I think you got to knock it down.
Third personal foul. Second team foul. Braun. Shooting 2.
First one falls for him. And so he's able to get 1 of 2. And Simmons has got the ball here for Orlando. Pass to Jokic. Over Washington. That one a tad offline, but it drops in for him. Jokic has got 29 points.
And credit his teammates for feeding him all quarter.
Time called here. San Antonio decides to talk it over.
Protecting the rim has to be their top objective right now.
Yeah, you know, just look at the numbers, guys. I mean, they are being taken to the woodshed in the paint.
All right, now let's have a look at who was really dominating the boards last season. Nikola Jokic, third.
Simply put, he was terrific down low last year, owning the glass.
Right around 3 minutes into this second half. Pass to Brown. Back to Washington. Here's McCain. Shot clock at 5. The shot. Ooh, give him his 5th make of the game in 10 attempts. For Orlando, they've gotten 5 of 8 shots to go in the third. Back to Maxey. Launches a 3. It's good. And a beautiful setup from Simmons that time. Simmons has got 5 assists in the game. Morant, the pass to Adebayo. Here's McCain. Up top, Morant. Maxey covering. Nice move. And it's Morant missing. Orlando has gone 1 of 2 shooting from the perimeter since halftime. Deflects the pass. It's stolen by Washington. To the middle. And stolen by Jokic. Howard finds Maxey. And out of bounds. San Antonio will have it. He's checked in for Washington. And the Magic making a change here as well. Robert Williams checked in for Ben Simmons. San Antonio's gone 0 for 2 from outside here in the third. Pass to Brown. Back to Morant. Again, the miss by the Spurs.
And really a reflection of their superior effort level to this point. It seems to me they've gone after this win a little bit more.
All right, let's check in with Allie LaForce.
We've seen scoring totals increasing, and fans might appreciate it, but NBA VP and head of basketball ops Joe Dumars said, quote, "I think what fans really want to see is incredible competition. The score is secondary to that. And guys, you talk about competing, Joe D brought it at both ends of the floor."
No doubt about that. Well said, Allie.
That's been typical of their performance today. They're sharing the ball and creating good shots.
Really a prime example of the difference in how these teams have operated offensively. Much more individual play at the other end.
To the paint. Stolen by Jokic. In transition, the Magic on the run. Maxey, a good look. Brown grabs the board. The Spurs have gone 4 of 8 in the third. McCain. And again, it's San Antonio with a 3.
He's the last guy you want to leave alone on the perimeter.
Maxey against Morant. Pass to Howard from behind the arc. And McCain pulls it down. San Antonio has gotten 2 of 4 threes to fall here in this third quarter. Maxey against Morant. Here's Adebayo. Great D that time from Jokic. Orlando's gotten 5 of 11 threes to drop so far in this game. Howard, the pass to Maxey. Back to Howard. To the wing on the left. Clock is at 3. Here's Jokic. That one rolls around and rims out.
Analytics already don't favor the mid-range jumper, let alone against exceptional defense.
A nice shot by McCain.
He's done everything he can tonight, trying to keep this team competitive.
Maxey against Morant. Jokic passes to Maxey. That falls. Nice feed from Jokic. Jokic has got 4 assists in the game. And the Spurs call time here. Orlando making some changes. Wiggins, he's checked in for Howard. Martin comes in for Joe. And it's Dunn in for Tyrese Maxey. And so it's Brogdon who brings up the ball for the San Antonio Spurs. And after this one, they're at home against Philadelphia. And that'll put them halfway through a 3-game homestand.
Yeah, you know what? He's a skilled passer, so if you leave people open around Brogdon, he'll make you wish you didn't.
Here's Jokic. And he drops in the layup off the glass. Jokic has got 31 points.
He's certainly been their go-to guy when it matters most. He's trying to close this one out.
Oh, it's blocked by Williams. And yep, it's good.
And we see Bay's game evolving over time, including being more aggressive inside.
To the wing, right side. And the officials whistle a foul on the shot. The bucket is good, and he'll go to the line. And an important part of every team's game, a look at the hustle stats for the Magic.
Yeah, they've done a great job of challenging every shot they can. Their totals in the block column are a result of that aggression.
Boy, I've liked the defensive persistence, hounding the opposition and forcing mistakes. As a result, coming up with steals, too.
The free throw drops for Jokic.
A multiple MVP winner. I mean, the former second-round pick, Jokic, continuing to add to his legacy.
Pass to Bay. And Robert Williams picks up the foul. That's his first foul. Well, Grant, in terms of scheduling, you see any way to eliminate back-to-backs?
You know, I'm not a big fan of eliminating back-to-backs, but To answer your question, BA, you have two choices. Either fewer regular season games or extend the season by a few weeks. I don't think either one of those options is in our future.
Orlando has gotten 2 of 4 threes to fall here in this third quarter. Dunn left side. Pass to Jokic. It's not going to go for him. Good D by Bay. The Spurs have gone 8 of 15 in the third quarter. Out to the right wing. Here's Holland, hounded by Wiggins. Holland gets the bucket. Orlando's gotten 5 of 11 threes to drop so far in this game. Pass to Wiggins. Over to the wing. Here's Jokic. And once again, off the mark by Orlando. The Spurs shooting an excellent rate of 56% in the third quarter. Three-pointer is up from Brogdon. Drains the triple. Brogdon's got 5 now.
And their perimeter shooting numbers have been up since the start of the second half.
And their lasers are starting to do their thing. I mean, that's going to be the ticket for them the rest of the way.
They get it back. And there's the bucket. Staying with it that time. Offensive glass getting it done.
Monster quarter for him. He's put the team on his back, trying to carry them to the W.
Here's Holland, hounded by Wiggins. And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws. And a chance now to look at the schedule for San Antonio. On Wednesday, they'll go up against C.J. McCollum and the Philadelphia 76ers. And then Friday, they'll be taking on Chris Middleton and the Memphis Grizzlies.
And for their matchup with the Pelicans, that's going to be their 6th contest on the year. Fans will be curious to see how this team continues to form as the season goes on.
First free throw is good. No good on the second free throw. Orlando leading by 23. Martin takes it in. Pass to Jokic. And a nice finish on the layup. Jokic has got 38 points.
They're finding ways to get the ball into the paint. 5 consecutive buckets.
And on the flip side, the defenders have to show more fight on the interior. They got to offer more resistance here.
He may give up a little size, but has the bounce to hold his own.
Orlando has gone 2 for 5 from 3 since halftime. Dunn outside. Fires for 3. Brown grabs the board. Brown's got his 5th rebound in this one. Inside. It's stolen by Dunn. Oh, and a fast break for the Magic. Here's Jokic. And he comes up with a bucket. Jokic has got 18 points in just the second half.
He's putting them to the test this quarter, attacking every chance he gets.
Here's Brown, hounded by Wiggins. Pass to Collins, and stolen by Jokic. Dunn outside. Back to Jokic. Now Martin. There's a minute 12 left to play in the third quarter here. 6 to shoot. Back to Jokic. Takes a 3. Rebounded by the Spurs.
He didn't make them pay for that weak defense, but they just can't rely on him to miss those kind of shots.
Pass to Collins. Back to Brogdon. Here's Holland. From deep three-point land. Williams grabs the board.
It's never easy from that distance, but we see him drill those and shoot around all the time.
Well, that looked to me, guys, like a heat check and was maybe a step out of his range.
Collins against Jokic. Oh, and he got fouled on his way up. He'll head to the line to shoot 2. That one's on Zach Collins.
Well, I love how crafty Jokic is. You know, he basically baits defenders into committing the foul once he gets deep position.
Jokic taking 2 shots.
The first one falls. Both teams deciding to change it up. Hits one, then misses the second attempt from the line.
He's done a much better job of getting to the line here. Aggressively taking it inside and not shying away from contact. I thought he was settling a bit in the first.
Brogdon from outside. No luck on that one. At the end of the third quarter, a huge lead. This one may have already been decided. Magic out in front, delivering the blowout. After a quick break, we're coming right back with the start of the fourth quarter. And it's time to bring up the State Farm assist to the game.
This is the definition of team chemistry. I love to see this kind of communication and connection between teammates leading to the perfect pass.
For me, next to the big-time alley-oops and monster throwdowns, passes like that are probably the next best thing when it comes to sweet-looking NBA highlights.
And as we head into the fourth, we'll see if there's a comeback in the works or if it's more of the same for the first 3 quarters. Fourth quarter, on the court for the Magic. We've got Markelle Fultz. He's out there with Amir Coffey. Luke Cornett out there with Caleb Martin. And it's Mamukelashvili in at the power forward position.
You could just see how in sync they were there.
That's what it takes to pull that off.
Boy, both ends of that play, guys, were fantastic.
Miller against Martin. Pass to Coffey. And here's Fultz. Lays it up and banks it in. Fultz has gotten his first bucket of the night.
That is super efficient, getting in deep and then taking advantage.
Miller, the pass to Houston. And Grant, with the 65 games rule for player awards, it did seem there was a real reduction in load management.
Yeah, BA, and I liked it. The Stars played more early on, but we also saw a lot of them get banged up by the playoffs. So it seems there's still a balance to be struck.
Now here's Fultz. Not a lot of room. Misses in close. And here's Miller. He'll bring it up for San Antonio. Launches it. And it's Orlando with a rebound. Outside Fultz. Pass to Mamukelashvili. Now here's Martin, guarded by Miller. Martin, the pass to Mamukelashvili. Over Kleba. It's hauled in by Collier. The Spurs have gotten just 1 shot to fall out of 3 attempts in the fourth. Pass to Houston. San Antonio again can't hit. So it's Orlando now. A great fourth quarter, just giving up 2 points. Here's Coffey. To the middle. Here's Mamukelashvili. Beyond the arc. Fires in the triple.
Not a bunch of energy from the defense, which is why he was free to knock that down.
Here's Houston. Here's Collier. Down low. They still need this. And it's good. 2 points.
No surprise there. I mean, realizing he has the size advantage, he exploits it perfectly.
Outside Fultz. There's a screen. 11 feet out. Rebound by San Antonio.
Guys, this hasn't been his quarter. I mean, to me, he just doesn't look completely comfortable or confident.
Miller, the pass to Houston. Here's Collier. Pass to Houston. From downtown, sinks the tray.
Could have been much better defense. I mean, you can't give this guy any room to operate.
Timeout, Magic. And a vital mission for the NBA, mental health. Commissioner Silver has said it's the most important issue for the league.
And I applaud Adam for those comments he's made about it. I mean, the season is so difficult. It can really take a toll on your mind. So it's great the league is trying to help players out through this.
So San Antonio ends up going with a new group. Maxey finds Simmons. Over Washington. Washington grabs the miss. Washington's got his 6th rebound on the night. Pass to Morant. Now here's Adebayo. Bay outside from the arc. Good, and the assist goes to Adebayo. Adebayo's got his 3rd assist of the night. Maxey passes to Williams. Outside Joe. Williams with the screen. This one for 3. Joe misses.
Man, that's his shot. Maybe he was too wide open.
To the paint. Here's Morant. Oh, Simmons with the block.
At his size, Simmons has the reach to be a shot blocker, so you've got to be careful when you're trying to rise up around him.
Outside Maxey. Shoots over Morant, and Maxey gets it to go on the assist by Simmons. Maxey's got 20.
And he's coming off a huge performance, and his confidence couldn't be any higher. And his coach knows that, too.
Showing no signs of slowing or cooling down. They're going to ride him as far as he can take him.
Adebayo sets a screen. Bay from long range. Second chance effort, and it's laid in by Adebayo.
Hey, they're just getting pushed around inside.
Yeah, you can't say that with enough emphasis. I mean, the defenders are just not being aggressive enough down low. You got to play with some physicality in the paint.
Joe, the pass to Howard. They get it back. Williams. And that one's good with extra effort on the glass.
And that's a backbreaker for the defense. I mean, offensive boards like that run momentum against you.
Well, you know, that's the way it's going to be for them today, fellas. Can't sustain any momentum.
And here's Morant outside. Drills it from deep. Give him 23.
When you let a team knock down that many threes, you know you're likely to be on the wrong side of a run.
Here's Maxey. Adebayo grabs the board. Adebayo's got 6 rebounds now in the game. Bay outside. And you see player training methods, Grant, a lot more than just running and getting shots up.
And you know, B.A., what interests me, players not just training their bodies better than ever, but also their minds. They're working on hand-eye coordination drills and just all kinds of stuff to enhance their reflexes.
Back to Maxey. Joe, the pass to Williams. Simmons with it. Just 5 to shoot. Outside Maxey. 3-pointer. And the foul on Ben Simmons. That'll be a second foul of the game.
Second personal foul.
The Spurs making a switch here. Brown's checked in. And a change for the Magic. Jokic is checked in. Here's San Antonio now. They're on a 13-4 run. Morant, the pass to Washington. There's a screen. Pass to McCain. To the inside. It's stolen by Washington. Here's McCain, covered by Joe. Outside Morant. Fires the three. It's hauled in by Nikola Jokic. Jokic has got 11 rebounds in the game. Morant against Maxey. It's Jokic, high post. Clock at 6. Maxey against Morant. That one goes. Count it. Maxey's got 22 points.
Finishing despite the contact on him. Serious toughness from Maxey there.
Pass to McCain. Adebayo sets a screen. A nice shot by McCain.
Their strategy has been pretty simple here in the second half. Attack from three-point range.
Certainly. I mean, they saw a weakness in the perimeter defense and took advantage of it.
Morant against Maxey.
That's a nice job by Jokic getting fouled in the act, and you know he's going to cash in most times.
Second personal foul. First team foul. Shooting for Orlando, Nikola Jokic at the line for 2.
He misses the free throw. And he's good on the second. Well, Clark, we're used to seeing a coaching carousel, but in recent years, even winning teams have changed coaches.
Well, you know, that is true, and at least the profession is getting a pay raise overall. But for teams looking to break through, BA, changing the coach still seems to be the default button that most teams like and are more comfortable pushing.
Simmons finds Maxey. And there's a whistle. He'll head to the line to shoot 2. Ja Morant picks one up.
Checking in at about 200 pounds, Maxey is much stronger than he appears.
Shooting for Orlando, Tyrese Maxey. 2 shots.
And he knocks down the first one. Both free throws good from Maxey. For San Antonio, they've gone 7 for 15 in the fourth. Washington outside. Morant looking around. Over to the left wing. Adebayo passes to Morant. Adebayo a screen on Maxey. From deep, Morant. Orlando with the rebound. Jokic has got 13 rebounds in the game. Glass eating to the right side. Maxey against Morant. Left side Simmons. From deep, Jokic. It's good. And a beautiful setup from Simmons that time.
Getting buckets at a critical time. Just give him the ball and let him go to work.
Washington outside. Back to Morant. Clark, in your opinion, how does social media affect the game?
Monumental ways. One, I think the most direct way is that it keeps fans connected to players, and players have the option as to how they're going to engage with their fans directly, player to fan, without any middle person. And that is valuable both ways, except when the narrative turns negative. That's the other side of the coin. And when you say things publicly on social media platforms, it's impossible to retract them. You might be able to erase them, but they're still out there in the stratosphere.
Martin, he's checked in for Orlando. Dunn comes in for Maxey. Here's Holland. He's guarded by Martin. Pass to Holland. Collins a screen to the middle to stop the drought. And then it's Collins with the dunk.
This is why you put the ball in his hands. An accurate pass hitting a moving target.
Dunn, the pass to Joe. 1:25 left in the final quarter. Gets to the rim for two with the D all over him.
And what a complete performance we saw from them. A dominant win in every way for the Magic.
And you don't usually see this kind of blowout, but tonight they delivered the punishment.
I mean, what's so impressive is they never wavered in their approach. They just kept at it and showed they were without a doubt the better team.
And this one concludes with their second victory of the year.
And against a non-conference opponent, you really want to win the first one. They'll go into the next one knowing how to beat this team for sure.
And that next meeting will be their second and final game of the season series, being in opposite conferences. So you bet nobody wants to get swept even in a two-game season series. So I think the next game will be hotly contested.
And when you look at the game, the one thing that helped fuel this team to victory was the efficiency for Nikola Jokic.
The scoring effort from him, unreal. Carrying this team, I mean, he was amazing tonight.
Here's Bay. Oh, Simmons with the block.
An all-defensive selection in this league. Ben Simmons has all the tools to be elite on this end.
It's Jokic, high post. And Collins with the big block. So no problem for Orlando as they get the win. Boy, this crowd has to be shocked by the way their team was dismantled.
Now, shocked and surprised. It doesn't matter what the matchup is. You never expect a road team to just waltz in and cruise to the type of...
All right, Allie, good stuff there. Thanks for that. And that about wraps it up.